So, if he's floor 6, I'm going to be looking to see how his meaties are, and if he's playing really bad in neutral, and if he's blocking on wake up. Because those are the 3 things that you should be working on. I want to see how his anti-airs are, so that's going to be looking out for. I'm going to instant dash at him a lot. I'll see if he 6H's me. I mean, 2H's, fuck. Going from DNF to guilty gear is really hard. Want to see if he 6B's me. Want to see if he meaties okay. Want to see if he chooses to block and stuff like that. I'm not going to play like a degenerate. I'm just going to show him these hands and see how he plays. I'm going to play like a parody. Oh, my guy? Hold on. Do you have no semblance of fear? Ooh, going from guilty gear to DNF to guilty gear, kind of. Oh, good. Oh, okay, so he did Dolphin. It's in reverse. Wake up mash? Okay, no. Try some buns right now, man. Okay. I noticed so far. Oh my god, I forgot how to throw. Holy shit, it's hard. Okay. So yeah, those are the things I'm looking for. So far he actually has mashed a lot on wake up, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Otherwise he's kind of pressing a lot of buttons and trying to make it help if he calm down just a little bit. He doesn't even have a chance here. Counter. Yeah, your anti-air dashes are really sussy. I'm gonna have to point that out. Oh god. I have no RC still, because I suck in the other gear now. Okay. So that's game 1. Let me write a few things. I already see quite a few things that are worth mentioning. But yeah, you'll see my strat. My strat is just to look for them to play kind of bad. Like if they're going to instant dash at me, I'll 6P. If they just mash in 2S in neutral, I'll free cave them. If they're doing Dolphins, I'll 6P. I play Maze 24/7. That's like my thing right now. So let me do 2S. I'm just gonna stuff it. You gotta stay patient on hit. Hold on, let me anti-air you. OTG, shout out to the OTG video. Oh, hold on, you're not bursting. No burst. I kinda respect it. Hold on. 5H. No blocking. I'm dropping out of the corner. Okay. The CS OTG is amazing, I find. It's really, really helpful. Did you wake on that? Is it air dash at me? Yep. You can't be doing that. Block on wake up. I mean, he's not bursting. You have to work on this. Yeah, that's gonna be the main thing I notice. Can you anti-air me? Oh. Let me see, I'm just gonna test him. Okay. Let me test you. Can you do it? Yeah, okay. I don't think he's gonna be able to answer me. Oh, there you go, okay. Mr. Dolphin. I wanna see his offense. I'll block. I'll let him do something. Good Dolphin backdash? I'll let him live. I just wanna see what he's gonna do. Block. Okay, respect. Yomi coach! So let's see if he adapts my round start. I'm just pressing buttons right now. That's a lot of games. I'm seeing Dolphin in neutral. Oh no. The button being different for I shouldn't do that as it is, man. The lack of music is kind of eerie. Yeah, I agree. The point is because I want to edit this in post to add in some music. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to burst her. I'm just trying to mash out. Kind of respect all the staggers actually. It's good. You should work on your Dolphin a bit. So if this is the combo, you burst. But you know, it did be like that. Actually, to whoever said that in chat, I think 6H actually is a frame drop. Hold on, let me see your combos. Ooh, that's kind of sexy. Oh, I'm noticing it. I'm noticing he's struggling with his Dolphin cancels. I noticed. Oh! What the fuck? Oh, good 2H. Gotta work on it more now. Can you get here? Is this bullying? Hold on. Okay. I want to see his offense though. I want to see his offense. So I want him to block on wake up. I don't think he's gonna do it. He stopped using air dash. Are you gonna air dash on me? I don't think he's air dashing anymore. That's good. Oh, wake up to H. It shouldn't have worked, but that's my god. Let's see his advantage. I'm just gonna coconut me. Hold on. Let's see more cancels, bro. What's your offense? I think he has one. That's a throw. Okay. What else I almost forgot you couldn't air block in a. You can air block in this game. Oh, is he not low blocking? Is that why he's getting hit? Here's what I'm gonna talk about. You are right now floor 6. And you have a lot of flaws, I think, that kind of fit in with an early fighting game player. Because to my understanding, this is your first fighting game and you haven't been playing super long, right?
Yeah, I haven't played for 25 years.
Okay.
Long before all this, new techniques came in and whatnot. So
That's
probably
That's fine.
Probably using old school buttons and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I wasn't any good at any of it.
Let me just go to training mode. I think a common theme, what we're going to be talking about here, is slowing down a little bit in general. Because right now you are playing incredibly fast-paced. You are pressing a lot of attacks while we're in the neutral game. You're focused a lot in pressing attacks in the advantage state. While you're knocked down, like in disadvantage, you're not focusing on like playing slow and blocking it out. You're trying to like attack your way out of bad positions. That's a lot of the things I noticed. That's like the main thing we're going to be talking about for each section. Like you need to work on taking it much slower, and especially since you're playing at the level that is floor 6 and floor 7-ish. A lot of the other players you're going to be fighting are going to be making egregious errors that if you slowed down and waited, you could abuse incredibly hard. Because you play Mei, right? So,
Yes.
Mei's thing is that her combo damage is fucking bonkers. Especially if you have good execution for like mid-screen combos, you could abuse it a lot. And the thing for me is that you need to slow down and look for a couple of things. The main one, and I was trying to give this one to you a lot, and you were actually abusing it eventually, was you need to work on your anti-airs. Because Mei's anti-airs, there are things like 2H, there's anti-airs in the air for own air buttons, there's walk back 3K, but the main one you should be using, and even if you don't stick with Mei, you need to learn the 6P every single air attack. There is no air move outside of very specific jank situations where a 6P will lose for you. You need to always be ready. If somebody does this at you, you always need to be ready to throw out the 6P and catch him out of the air. You don't have to do 5P, you don't have to do 2H, you don't have to like catch him in the air if you're aerials. You just need to consistently use 6P. It is your built-in anti-air option. I think focus on the consistent 6P. Because you can be late as hell with 6P and still have it work out. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about in general, and this ties in, when we're at the mid-range, and we're like at this range, you're doing a whole lot of 2H, 2K, 5P, 2S, 3K. You are pressing all the face buttons. That's respectable. I can't diss you for this. But, once again, I'm going to reiterate this one. You need to slow down and let the opponent fuck up. opponents at your level are going to make a ton of mistakes. They're going to use random special moves. They're going to jump at you. They're going to do like random reversals in neutral that you need to be ready and not currently in an action to be ready to punish them. Another thing is that your button choices could use a bit of work because you're pressing a whole lot of far slash, which is actually a pretty common theme between other low level mates, which is fine. It's not a bad move at all, but it has a lot of flaws. Like you can crouch under it, you can jump over it. It loses 6p, which everything loses 6p, so you really don't want to add another move to that. Your moves are 5H and 2S. Those are your main neutral options. And 5k now after the buffs is still good. Those are the 3 moves you should be pressing to control your space and catch the opponent out. Because right now you're pressing a whole lot of moves that are pretty easy for the opponent, if they're ready, to punish you. And it might just lose the other moves the opponents are already using. But for this, the opponent has to think a bit to stop you from just pressing him, you know?
Maybe try not to go super all out and just try to maybe do a certain action and then go back to a certain ready state.
Yes.
Each time, right?
Yeah, you need to be in a position where you're ready to abuse the bad habits of the other opponent, or of your opponent. Because if you're constantly in an action state, like pressing an attack or in the air, you're not going to be in a position to get your punishes, right?
So I guess I'm always in the middle of buttons. For example.
Yeah, you're in the middle of doing something instead of being prepared.
Like I would say, like May would be doing something, or in the middle of executing something, and you obviously can't do anything else after, right? And you can't defend or anything. Yeah, I'll try to slow down more. I think I'll be working that way.
Actually, we're going to talk about your disadvantage state first. I noticed you quite literally never bursted during my combos. Is there any reason for that?
I intended it to, but it doesn't come out. Especially when you were, pinning me to the corner. I didn't want it to do it. Doesn't come out.
You need to press your heavy slash button and your dust button to get a burst.
Yeah. So when is the best time to do this? So I know I'm getting creamed at times.
That's fine. That's fine.
There must be some, like, do I need to burst all the time?
No.
Or like, whenever I'm like, I'm going to that corner.
There are 2 situations where you should burst. The first one is when you get hit by a move that you know will lead to a lot of damage. This one's going to come from game experience, but you know this move, right? 6H? I'm sure you know this move leads to super strong kill combos. So you would burst on this move. But not only that, you should burst when the opponent does a special move. It's like when May does her Dolphin finally during the combo, is when you decide to burst.
Just knock them back, basically.
Yeah, because when she's in the Dolphin, she literally cannot stop you from bursting her. If she's like doing heavies in like close slash, you don't do it because she can block. Overall, I think just as a starting point, only burst when they're about to do a special move, and don't burst when they're doing a close slash. That's the TLDR. You need to take your turn back in a different way in the corner. Yes, that's actually a big part of the reason you're getting pinned a lot. You're not attacking back, you're taking passive actions. You're not attacking at the right times. Like after you block my Dolphin, there's almost nothing I can do to stop you from pressing a 2S, for example. The only way I can stop you from doing this is by backdashing, which is fine, and that resets you to neutral and gives you some space. But if you're, say, jumping, I mean, there's a million things I can do to re-engage and keep my turn going. That's the thing for me. So you need to always know when somebody does a special move that is not safe on block, is when you finally take your chance to throw out your 2S, your 2K, your Dolphins. You need to take your turn back in more actionable ways. You should also know in general, I don't think you should look too much into frame data because it doesn't matter too much to you, right?
Yeah, it's too advanced at this point.
But the general rule is if somebody's doing a close slash, do not attack. Just don't do it unless they're trying to grab you, which we'll get to. We'll get to that. Don't attack. If somebody's just doing, like a normal heavy attack, don't attack either. it's technically unsafe if they just do a heavy attack, but just wait for a special move and then take your turn back. That's when you attack. Or attack when they force you to attack. The main thing I noticed, and I might be wrong, do you have a hard time canceling into your Dolphins?
You notice I barely do cancels.
I did notice.
I'm super confident. Once I'm creamed, kind of lose the rhythm, right? So
exactly. So of course,
and for me at least, maybe cancels are a little bit more advanced at this point.
I wouldn't say they're above you. I think you can definitely do them. I think the only thing that would help you here is to wait just a little longer before you press your Dolphin button. Because I have a feeling if I were to go and look back at your controls, you would be doing like back and forward immediately, and your Dolphin's not coming out. You have a lot of time to frame trap into your Dolphin. Like you can do this and it's still combos. Like I think you're trying to like doing it super early. You need to wait just a little longer in general. Like I know you're gonna struggle with like 6H in the Dolphin. That's fine. You don't have to work with that right now. It's advanced. You're right. But like things like 5H Dolphin, wait just a little longer before you press the Dolphin. Have the self-control to wait before you press it. So right now your offense is actually pretty good and pretty safe. I think sometimes you need to start grabbing me a lot more. Do you know how to grab someone?
Like a forward, right?
Yeah, forward and dust. So the main situations you would grab someone is after they block your close slash, then you would run in and grab. That's like the main situation. Or when they're just standing up, you grab them. Or after like your heavy slash and you don't cancel to Dolphin, you do a run and grab. And the reason you do this is because the opponent has absolutely zero reason to attack you during your defense right now. Because what I did most of the time during your offense is I would wait for you to do something kind of committal, like a Dolphin, and then I would do a 2S. I had no reason to stop blocking, right? Because you weren't doing anything. That made me scared to stop blocking. And you could do that by running in and grabbing me.